Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Spelunky. No way to go about it, basically, explaining the last episode. The easiest way to explain the last episode is that it was a colossal failure, although I'm sure for some of you, this entire series represents a colossal failure. Spelunky's a hard game, man. I'm not necessarily the best player, obviously. I'm not necessarily the best player, I'm just not the best player. But I'm still having fun with it. I mean, I mentioned this on my Twitter earlier this week, but when it comes to like Game of the Year, year-end lists and awards, the one category I'm gonna be watching all of them because I'm a sucker for that kind of content, even if it is really low quality and easy a lot of the time. But one category I'm gonna be looking at in great detail is the idea of like what's the best Xbox Live Arcade game this year. I think it's been a really great year for digital distribution on Microsoft's Xbox Live Arcade platform service. Think about all the games that we've had this year on XBLA that have been so awesome. We've had Spelunky. I mean, if we're going in like chronological order, we had Fez come out earlier this year. I know a lot of people have strong feelings one way or the other on Fez. I have strong feelings about Fez. I think it's fucking awesome and super ambitious. Sorry about that, Monty. And I think it deserves a lot of attention when we come to those year-end awards. But beyond that, I mean, there's a lot of games that could pretty easily compete in those categories. Like Spelunky came out a little bit later. Trials Evolution, which a lot of people seem to be forgetting about, was fucking awesome. Like, that's not a game. I think a lot of people forget Trials Evolution because they think like, oh, it's just like a motorcycle game. Like, it's so casual. It doesn't do anything new for the medium. Fuck that, man. Trials Evolution is hot as hell. We're gonna get... I think I'm gonna buy the Matic here, actually. I was thinking like climbing gloves, I was thinking about other stuff as well, but the Matic is gonna be the best financial investment. These have been 2 quick floors, and that scares me a little bit. But yeah, beyond that, Mark of the Ninja, and I'm forgetting one. Trials Evolution, Fez, Spelunky, Mark of the Ninja. I thought there was one more that came out this year that I really liked, but I can't remember. But it's been a great year for Xbox Live Arcade stuff, and you know, I think that's gonna be a very interesting category to watch for how things progress there. I think it's gonna say a lot about the reviewers, depending on what they choose. For my money, I don't know, man. I oscillate back and forth. Mark of the Ninja, I think, is a really complete, really, like, stylish, great product. I think Trials Evolution is a hell of a lot of fun. Spelunky is the game that undoubtedly I've spent the most time with out of any of those. But Fez is definitely, from an artistic perspective, I think the most interesting. So, we got, like, 4 really... And I mean, there's probably other games that I'm forgetting about right now. A lot of people seem to like Deadlight. I thought it was not so hot, but, you know, whatever you're into, I'm not going to judge you for that. And it's really interesting. I guess you could, I mean, this is obviously just going for like Xbox exclusives, or at least games that started as Xbox exclusives, because otherwise you could lump in stuff like The Walking Dead in there and whatnot. Anyway, I am just rambling at this point. It seems like on the on PSN it's going to be pretty clear. You're either going to go for Journey, which seems to be the logical, probably consensus choice at this point. Maybe Sound Shapes, I guess. That was another game that caused a lot of attention. Maybe Tokyo Jungle for some people, which would be pretty cool. That game is funky and weird, and I am still planning on some point on doing a series about that now that Spelunky is back, because that was my #1 priority, get the old favorite out there. Sorry about this, Monty. Speaking of getting an old favorite out there, I just really wanted to make like a big fart noise right there. We are doing so interestingly right now. I really need to get more gold, but beyond that, where the hell is the Ujat Eye and the chest that are my #1 priorities? And where is all this treasure? Have I just not been exploring at all? That might indeed be the case. I've been a little bit distracted talking about this year-end list stuff. By the way, a lot of people have been asking, Northernlion, are you going to do Windies again this year? That's a series that I did last year. Basically cataloging the best indie games of 2012. It's kind of interesting. I like doing Windies. I'm definitely going to do it again this year, but I'm not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm in the rare position of having played like most indie games that have come out this year on Steam, simply by virtue of, you know, Let's Look Ats and the content I do on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do Windies this year. I gotta spend some time, you know, sitting down, maybe taking a look at, making a list of stuff that I played this year, going back through my Let's Look At playlist, because, you know, a lot of the games tend to get swept under the rug after you play them for a few hours and then never touch them again. So yeah, Windies will be coming back this year, and I'm interested to see my own picks for the end of this year as well, because it's a year that, if you know, watch the podcast, at the start of this year, even through to like the spring and summer, I was basically like, this year has been shitty for games. I think that's changed a lot over the past 4 or 5 months. I think we've run across some very good stuff. But yeah, I'm interested to see. Windies will be coming back, is my roundabout way of saying that. So we have crates up here, and finally we have the chest. This has been a super weird run so far. Who knows though? Maybe these super weird runs will result in me getting some super awesome progress. I don't know. Probably not, but maybe. We definitely have the key down there, and it would make my lifetime if the chest was down there as well. I doubt that's gonna happen. It rarely does, and it doesn't look like it did here. We should be able to get paste here as well, by the way. So maybe the chest is over here. Hey, Jordan0514. There's powder kegs down there. That worries me a little bit. We're only at 25,000 gold, but again, once we get the Ujat Eye and I can stop worrying about getting the Ujat Eye, should be a little bit easier for us. Okay, we have a lot of nonsense over here, which worries me a little bit. Number one priority, obviously we have to get this chest. So we're going to try to find it. In the meantime, I'm also going to pick up some decent treasure as well. I don't want to go over here. Kind of feel like I have to, though. I do, don't I? Just in order to do due diligence. Well, there's one dead. I really don't want to do this platforming nonsense that I have to do a lot of the time. I wish I could just take a look. I don't think it's going to work out that way, though. Oh, yeah, nothing over here. Mine him! Well, I think we might kill him easily here. Just through virtue of our beautiful bouncing ability. And we couldn't really afford to waste any more bombs, which is the real problem there. Okay, we're going to do a renegade mining technique here. Just try to get through to a safe zone. Ended up working out surprisingly okay. I don't think that guy's going to be able to get after us. There's our Ujat Eye. So far, this has actually gone surprisingly well. So we'll definitely take this. We want to hold on to the Matic, of course. Get down there, because that spider's coming for you. Oh, he's coming for you! This is not good for us. I threw the key. I did a little damage. Now we bounce. Bounce on him. No! Get the Matic. You can use that for protection. Yes, okay. Success. Where's the key? I threw it all the way over there. That was stupid. We're going to have to deal with spider hell here. Okay, you're dead. We got it. Now we are going to go back up. Because I need that Matic if we're going to succeed. We're only down to 1 health. We had like 5 when we started this floor. I hate... My skin is crawling levels are so much harder. I barely got into the exit there, as you saw. But my skin is crawling levels are so much harder than the snake pit levels. Because there's like 5 grandfather spiders, and usually you can't afford to waste too many bombs. If any. And that's the best way to kill them, provided you don't have a shotgun or something. Okay, so we're back in the saddle here when it comes to bombs, at least. I'm going to continue trying to amass a decent sum of money here. Ignore... Oh! The black market is on this level. Where is it? Is the real question. Okay, it's blinking again. Oh, it's over here. Oh, that's so easy. Okay, that's beautiful. Let's try to amass a fortune before we go in there, because I don't want to have to kill the shopkeepers, and that's the position that we're in right now. We'd have to do that. We have enough ropes that we can afford to come down here, get some more crates, which is good because, you know, 5 bombs is not enough to carry us through the Anubises that we have to kill a little bit later. We got a compass, that's awesome. One less thing I have to buy in the future. Where are these gems, though? That's the real question. The gems give us the big money. It's the whole reason I bought the Matic here. What do we have down here? Monkey Town? Won't you take me to Monkey Town? Oh, sometimes I don't know about this, guys. And by this, I mean my own mental sanity. Do we have... I need some more money. I mean, I could probably get enough at this point. Oh, just on the, in the black market. But I would rather be, like, secure. We have ropes so we can get out of here if I accidentally dig myself in too deep. And I'm trying to keep all the something, my something. Something, some 41. You guys know they're Canadian. For a brief period, Canada dominated the pop-punk landscape. Power couple, Derek Whibley and Avril Lavigne. I guess they're still a power couple. Canadian power couple, Chad Kroeger and Avril Lavigne. Canada's biggest superstars. Anyway, what the fuck am I talking about? Let's go to the black market. Hey, we made it back to the black market. For the first time in 24.5 years. So, oh, Jesus Christ. Do you really have to fuck with me on the day of my daughter's wedding like this? Some people are going to take that seriously. I don't actually have a daughter, just referencing The Godfather there. We are going to just be careful because I see some potential enemies here. Is that an orange frog? Well, this is inevitably going to make this shopkeeper very angry at me, so I think we're going to have to change the way we do business around. Now he can't get out of there. How are we going to do this? We're going to have to kill all these shopkeepers. Otherwise, this guy's going to freak out regardless and be like, wait, why'd you blow up my shop? I fucking hate shopkeepers, man. They're so short-sighted. So we're gonna have to do this very sneakily now. Get one to jump down, jump on his head. First things first, I think we just run through here, la-di-da. Alright, picked up some good stuff. Thank you for the jetpack, my friend. How are we gonna do this? We still need the Ankh. That's the only thing keeping me here right now. Is the fact that we absolutely need to get the Ankh. Otherwise, I would just bail out before killing a single shopkeeper. Did I hurt him? No. Okay. Oh my god, I got him once. Okay. Oh, what? How did he shoot? He didn't even shoot me. He just, like, ran into me. Okay, that's bullshit. So the game could not have fucked me harder on that, black market right there. Like, are you serious? You gave me a dark level and then put an orange frog in with the Ankh keeper? I guess what I should have done, if I had thought about it a little bit more... Oh, free paste, cool. If I thought about it more, I probably should have hit the orange frog and then immediately, like, gotten the orange frog, like, picked it up and walked out through the ladder. But, I mean, where was I gonna throw it to put myself in a safe situation where A, I wasn't gonna explode, and B, I wasn't gonna set off the explosion in any shops? Anyway, sometimes that's gonna happen in Spelunky. Dark level just added insult to injury on that one. Alright, everything that can kill us here is dead. But the Earth is not a cold, dead place with respect to Spelunky yet. Just picking up as much treasure as possible. The pain in the ass on that run is that we had so many good items, or we at least had a couple good items, like the Matic. Things just didn't work out. Like, we had the great potential by way of the, we probably will get that damsel, by way of the Matic, but the Ujat Eye showed up so late, and then the black market showed up so early. We were gonna struggle to do things legitimately anyway. Like, I was very tempted to kill the shopkeepers, even though I didn't mention it. Oh, come on, they went over the bats. Over the bat, faster than the bat. Here we go. Pick him up. Come with me if you want to live. We're gonna get this. Decent. I always seem to get fairly good treasure on the first floors. It's after that where things can fall off the rails a little bit. I think it's because I lose my focus. Right now, the sound you just heard is like 30,000 viewers just nodding in unison. Okay, keep it up here. I haven't skipped over anything too big. We've still got good bombs. Good ropes. Well, not great bombs, but... Oh, that was bad. Luckily, there were no spikes down there. But we're doing okay, considering it's the first floor. We can always buy more bombs and ropes later if we have to. Or if we want to, really. So we've dropped him off, and everything's okay. 12,600. Usually, I like to get about, 10,000 per floor if I'm going to be on pace for 50,000 by the black market. So, we're doing fine with respect to money so far. Maybe even a little bit ahead of where I normally am. Or where I normally like to be, at least. Which is great. We're going to be at roughly 15,000. It's always nice when you can go to the black market and have like 75,000, because that allows you to buy the Ankh, as well as, one or two really good items that you could use in conjunction with that. Like, well, in terms of small items, you could usually go for like the spike shoes and the compass. But in terms of larger items, good, the Ankh is gonna, or the Ujat is gonna be on this level. In terms of larger items, usually things like jetpack and cape, climbing gloves, super important. I hate when that hits me. I still don't really understand the physics of how that works. Like, we're both falling at the same speed, but somehow it running into me sideways causes me to take damage. Whatever. Fuck you too, game. How are we gonna get in there? Is there any way to get in there that's better than just using 2 bombs right now? I don't think so. So why don't we just do that? We'll use 2 bombs and a rope right here to get that key. And if nothing else, it might not be the best method. It might not be min-maxed, but it does. Where's he coming from? I just want to make sure he doesn't get hit by the bomb. Yeah, it might not be min-maxed, but it does give me peace of mind very early that we'll have the Ujat Eye, which is nice for me. Again, we're going to make sure he doesn't fall down this pit. Mission accomplished, barely. And I guess I'll stow him away up here somewhere. Yes, thankfully that had gone off. So we're going to just keep him up here for now. Bring the chest down with us. Get the Ujat Eye. Everyone's going to be pleased with this situation. Beautiful. Oh my god, there's a lot of sapphires here. Sadly, we can't really do anything about it, as that arrow trap must have already fired. Beautiful for us, because it means free ruby. And I actually named sapphires correctly there, if you didn't notice. Surprising for me. Now, we should be able to get out of here without using any more ropes. We really need bombs in this situation. And a Matic would be beautiful as well. Just booked it there. Oh, I botched it a little bit, but we still didn't get hit. And we picked up an extra 100 gold. Who knows? That could end up making all the difference. It's unlikely. Where the hell did our damsel go here? We got spiders up there I need to be careful of course. I would love to get the idol, but we can't really afford to worry about that right now. Seriously, where is PewDiePie? He's disappeared. Oh, that was bad. Awful damage on my part, really. Is he down here? Oh, yeah, he's stuck in the web. That's going to be free for us, which is awesome. I think I will buy climbing gloves and bombs. No, it sounds silly. I know we need money, and we're not doing so hot for it right now. Well, we're doing okay. Spending an extra 10,000 here doesn't bother me too much. 10,500. We're still doing okay financially, and hey, already paid for that extra 500 that I forgot about in that 10,500 deal. Good news for us. This could be a run where we have the potential to actually get to the ice caves. It's been a little while. Unfortunately, mostly because I've been playing really badly. But, you know, I've been playing Scribblenauts, a game that doesn't necessarily have similar ties as Spelunky in terms of what kind of gameplay you want to use. We have to throw a rope to get through here. I hate to do it, but it triggered both of those arrow traps. I looked for a second and I didn't figure out any other way that we could possibly get through it, so, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Again, if there is a Matic for sale, we will absolutely pick it up no matter what the price, because it'll pay for itself easily with our Ujat eye combination here. Really should have used the arrow on the Scorpion. But hey, at least we damaged the Scorpion, then we can just throw it over here, get it out of our face. Sometimes prevention is the best form of medicine here in Spelunky, especially when you're dealing with assholes like that you absolutely do not want to see. So, Snake's gonna die. Oh, Snake did not die. In fact, that pot became a spider, but this pot became an emerald. Awesome. And again, we avoided getting hit by that arrow trap, just with a little bit of foresight and half-decent reflexes. There is our damsel in the form of a dog. Damsel in the form of a dog sounds like a Fall Out Boy album or something. Damsel in the form of a dog. Coming this fall out on MCA Records. Go. I think it's RCA Records. MCA is the guy from the Beastie Boys. Okay, please. There you go. Lots of arrow traps to be triggered here, and I worry that possibly Monty's gonna get me killed. So here comes awesome jump puzzle. Yeah, I made it work, sort of. Monty's still alive, which is a bonus as well. So let's get him to the exit. Where's my Matic game? There's a t-shirt store here. Is it Threadless? Did Threadless open up an outlet down in the depths here? No Matic. Cape, though. I'm not gonna get it, because now money is becoming more of a pressing issue for me. I need like 29,000 still, which is fairly unlikely to pick up at this point, so we might end up killing every shopkeeper that we come across in the black market, unfortunately. Unless this contains like a solid gold toilet, which it doesn't. 3 bombs, though, is useful. And again, Matic. Matic. What, you're getting fish and chips. What kind of fish do you want? I'll have the Matic, please. You mean haddock? No, I want a pickaxe, deep fried and battered. I don't need to be over here. So why am I over here? That's like my number 7 biggest mistake in Spelunky. Is like dealing with enemies that I have no reason to deal with, thus causing me to take damage that there was no reason for me to take at all. Alright, so we're getting a little extra dough here. I knew that was gonna happen, and yet I did it anyway. Pretty much the Northernlion story when it comes to Spelunky. Seriously, how many of these assholes are gonna come to life to fuck with me all on the same run? Now, I do want to get down into this area right here. So much delicious treasure. I think we're gonna need to use a bomb to do it. We might actually have to use 2 bombs, unless there's a way in there below, which is what I'm gonna look for right now. So again, fuck with me, bat. Beautiful. We'd have to use a rope to get up here, which I don't want to do. We don't have paste anymore. I'm gonna use 2 bombs to get into the treasure factory. Yes, I think it will take 2. We'll get into the treasure factory here, get a lot of good stuff. Lots of crates available, which is the main appeal to me, but also the gold is important. Hey, there's a compass. Could come in handy on some dark levels. There's a damsel, that's also huge. There's a secret character. That's super weird for me, because I thought I had already almost all of them unlocked, but I guess this is actually my girlfriend's gamer tag, so maybe she doesn't have them all unlocked. I mean, I'm playing on my own gamer tag, but she's signed in as player 1, so who the hell knows what's going on with that situation right now. We're gonna drop this down here, and we're gonna put a bomb right in this dude's butthole. The Northernlion story. That's gonna be lots of treasure for us. We haven't really amassed that much on this floor, though. And you know, even if it's a character we've already seen, I've got to at least try to get the secret character here just to see what's up with that, because it's very unusual for me to see a coffin in this day and age. Yeah, we've seen the pirate lady before, but hey, now she's all knocked again. Yeah, fuck them up. You are not doing a great job of that. We're down to 1 health, pirate lady. Thank you, pirate lady. That was very nice of you. We're screwed on this run. That almost killed us right there. I did bring Monty to the exit. We've got it. What do I have up here that I need to get? Boomerang. Is it worth a rope? I have climbing gloves. We don't need to use a rope. Here we go. Come on, lady. Come to the exit with me. Hurry up. No. Okay, I'm sorry, pirate lady. I have to abandon you. Okay, we might be able to make it to the black market here, and then we'll try to kill every single shopkeeper. I don't know what our best course of action is. I know Michael A.L. Fox has a history of killing all the Oh, come on. Killing all the shopkeepers in the black market, but I don't play like that most of the time. Most of the time. And if we're gonna kill all the shopkeepers, you know what? I might as well buy some health. It's not like we have a Matic anyway, so we're gonna take ourselves back to 5 health. And I'm just gonna kill everybody. That slurp noise from Monty is super disgusting. I guess we don't have to worry about treasure too much anymore, because we're not gonna basically be able to succeed on that metric anyway. And of course the good thing, oh, it's right around here. I can't really see, but there's crates around here. Gotta love these black market dark levels, right? Not like it's hard enough on its own to find out where to go. So I'm just gonna basically take a look around here. This is so frustrating. Is it closer to down here? Or closer to up here, game? Help me out a little bit. We do have paste. I guess I gotta go in here. I really don't want to. Oh! Okay, okay, okay. Okay, explode! Find it for me. Did it find it? I can't tell. No, it didn't. Remember, my sound's delayed by a few seconds. So it's definitely over in this area over here. I think it might be right there. Let's put a bomb there and figure it out. So close. Okay, it's like right up there. It's gonna cost us another bomb. How are we gonna kill all these shopkeepers? You know, you raise a valid question. I'm guessing that this episode of Northernlion Plays Spelunky is gonna be over in like, you know, another 35 seconds or so here. But we're gonna try at the very least. It's all I got going for me right now. Come on, Turbinator. Now, how are we gonna start this? Is the ultimate question. Especially with this asshole right here. First things first, oh god, oh god. Get out of here! Piranha plants twice in a row. Oh, I was gonna use that platform to like be my assaulting point for the game. For my you know what I'm saying. Anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching. At least we got back to the black market on this episode, unlike the last one. But again, thank you guys for watching, in spite of my ineptitude, and I will see you guys next time.